Your son or daughter has recently started their non-examined assessment in product design, which is worth 50% of the award. So it's marked out of 100 marks, and there are 3 different contextual challenges which we are given from the WJEC. So we were given those on the 1st of June. One is about net zero, one is regarding cultural traditions, or one is a safer environment. So what your child has done is they've analysed each one and they're trying to come up with a problem and then say how they're going to solve that problem. So for instance, safer world, it could be coming up with perhaps a bike light, an innovative bike light, to make them safe when they're using their bike. They need a target market, so they're not making it for themselves, they are making it for another person so they can get feedback from that person. Okay, so at the end of the project, once they've made the product, they can evaluate it, they can get feedback about it, and also when they're developing their design ideas, they can get feedback. The products don't need to be massive, they don't need to be huge. So what I'm saying this year is that anything you make must fit in that tray. So, while it's small, it means we're cutting costs down on materials, which are expensive. And also, if they wanted something which, phones perhaps to twice the height, that is perfectly fine. So this year, one of my students made this based on a Chinese lantern because of their culture. So, in it, we've got hardwood, we've got copper, we've got acrylic that's been bent, we've got a basic circuit, and it does normally have some feet on it. So it's small, but that student is probably going to get themselves an A grade. So they're working from sketchbook, so a lot of work is going to be in their sketchbook. So what you can do to help them throughout the summer is to help them decide what they're going to make. Some have already decided that, some haven't. Once they've decided what they're going to make, they're going to think, right, who is my target market? Who am I going to make this for? And then how can I get the feedback from them? So for instance, if you decided that you were going to make a small bit of furniture, perhaps a tea light holder, perhaps a candle holder, throughout the summer holidays, you could help your child by possibly, if you go out for the day, if you go away, if you go on holiday, getting them to take pictures of products that are similar to what they're going to make, and then they can get some ideas then, which is part of their research in their folder. Now, Google Classrooms, I've put lots of resources there. So there are several sections in the NEA, and for each section, I've got resources up there to help them. So while I don't expect them to be spending their summer holidays working on this, there are little bits of information or research they can gather. So we come back in September, we can hit the ground running, and we can progress with it. It needs to be finished by the end of February, and there's a lot to do. So there's making, developing their idea. So if you could help by possibly speaking to them about what they could make, perhaps finding a target market, perhaps helping them to find research, and they aren't really supposed to be providing the materials in school. So they're supposed to be bringing them in. So, if you've got someone in the family who's a plumber or a joiner or electrician, and there's, materials that they could repurpose into their project, that would be fantastic. So if you may have had some plumbing work done at home, there might be some old copper in the garden. Stuff like that can be used in the project, and then we're looking at sustainability. So, sustainability really comes into the project and can really help them. So if there are any issues throughout the summer, my email address is julian.james@usclebroguay.com, and I can help with any queries throughout the summer. Again, it's on Google Classrooms, lots of resources to help them, and hopefully in September we can hit the ground running. Thank you.